Good afternoon, guys. Today we're gonna speak about, firstly, welcome to the first Family Studies Tutorial 1. Today we'll be speaking about just an intro to the class, an intro to the course, and we're gonna find out more or less what your questions are and what your understanding is of the first 2 weeks of what we've been studying, what we've been speaking about, families, how families are brought together, what is a family, what's a normal family, what's a nuclear family, what keeps families together. So before we start and before we go over your assignment as well, which is due as well as on the 7th of August, I want you to give me some of the questions that you might have concerning families, concerning the first two classes that you've had, as well as any comments that you might have. So I'll just give you about 2 minutes to go through some of the questions that you might have. So what are some of the questions that you have? You don't have any questions. Okay, so you understand everything that has been relayed to you in the lectures, the first two lectures that you've been through. Hello, is anyone there? Okay, so I'm going to ask you then to, we're still getting up to date with the work. Okay, so then I'm going to ask you then for us to have a discussion then at least on some of the things that you were taught in your lectures about family, so that we can discuss that and I can give you some comments and feedback where that's concerned. Is it okay for us to do that?
It's about.
So I want us to, instead of me just lecturing, because that's what the
class.
Guys, we're talking to you guys. You must ask him because now he's just waiting on your answers. Do you have anything to say?
Yes, I was talking about the class. That's about why is studying family development important. It provides a broader view of family that really one person experience stuff as a group.
Okay, how about this? Let's start with this question. Let me ask you this question firstly. What is a family to you? So what is family? So what is family?
People really close to you. Yeah, people.
You guys unmuted. They say people who are close to you, people we love, and whom you are related to.
Okay. So then, what would be the importance of family?
Looking out for each other. Family looking out for each other.
What's the function of family?
Function. Maybe to look out for each other.
To look out for each other. What else?
To protect each other.
Protect each other. Okay. What else would you say would be the function of a family?
Wow.
To support each other.
Support and love each other. Okay. So let me pose this question to you as well then. In your view, what then defines a normal family? So what would be the idea of a normal family?
A normal family. A normal who do things together. They do things together. That's a normal family.
Okay, before what a normal family does, what would a normal family be comprised of?
What of?
Comprised of what?
What?
Family.
Comprise. It's another word.
What?
Comprise.
Comprised mean what is a normal family built up with?
Built up with.
Like what is a normal family?
Normal
Who
people.
is a normal family?
Mom, dad, children. A normal family comprises of a mom and dad, family, children.
Mom, dad, and children.
Yes.
Okay, so then what would be a family that is not normal?
No.
When they are related to each other, like brother and sister getting married and having kids, that would be not normal.
Okay, so tell me, you said a normal family is mother, father, and children, correct?
Yes.
So then, why is that a normal family? Who says that that is a normal family?
If there's no mother and father, that means that's not. It's still normal. It's still normal if there's no mother and father.
Well, I think family has to do with relationships. Sometimes it could be relationships because of blood ties, or maybe relationships over time. We call each other family. So in this case, if we're referring to a family which comprises of mother and father, I think we're talking of the family unit as God intended it, having a father and a mother, and then having offspring, and then it goes on like that.
Okay, so if we look at today's society and we look at families today, what picture does society paint of what a normal family is?
Okay, let's go. What picture? Since and Jason. That's what society say. Society now, I think society is accepting a lot in terms of the family structure. It's accepting
Gay people.
gay people.
And lesbian.
It's accepting,
Sexual partner.
I'm trying to find a polite way to say it, but it's accepting a lot of diversity.
Yeah.
Define diversity.
Yeah.
That you find, David.
Define diversity.
Gay people.
Gay people, lesbians. Like
Gay
that,
people,
man.
lesbians, okay. So society is now accepting that as a family.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, if let's go back, let's say 100 years ago. Okay, let's go back 100 years ago, and if we look at what families were back then, what would society accept as a normal family?
Like what happened 100 years ago.
100 years ago.
Yeah, and let's go to the 1900s, early 1900s. What did a normal family look like back then?
The normal family structure was mother and father, children, relatives, extended relatives, something like that.
Okay. And let's fast forward it to 50 years ago, in the 60s.
Single parents. The fathers went to go fight in war. So it was only the mothers and the children.
Okay, that makes sense. So then you would say that from the 1900s up until 1950s, the dynamic of what a normal family is and what is accepted as a normal family began to change, correct?
Yes.
And if we come all the way back to 2014, what would you say society accepts as a normal family today?
Yeah, well, it seems like from where it started off from until now, it has been evolving, and now we are accepting quite a lot, and there has been a broadening of the narrowed view of family, sort of.
Excellent. And would you say that the function has changed as well?
Not necessarily the function, but could be the setup.
Okay, so let me give you an example of how I feel the function may have changed. In 1950, or let's say in the 1900s, we have mother, father, and 2 children, right?
Yes.
Who would stay at home and look after the children?
Oh yeah. It's the mother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who would be out working?
The father.
Okay. Who would have the final decision on things that need to happen?
The father.
Okay. And if we go up to today's society, how would you say that that has changed? Not all of us.
Waiting for the wife's money.
Women are fully in control now.
I also want to work this time.
Okay, okay. Can we have one person at a time? Just give me an answer.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
I also want to work now. I don't want to wait for my husband to come with the money.
Okay. So would you say that the roles within the family have somewhat shifted as well? To the point where the women are now also seen as the breadwinners. They can also go out and work. That the children, even in the house, have a say in household decisions and household activities, where it's not only the man who decides and the man who earns the money and the man who puts the bread on the table all the time. Right? Okay. So let me just give you this one example. Are any of you familiar with the family series, the comedy series Modern Family?
Yes.
Okay. So in Modern Family, there are 3 families that are related to each other. You have Phil and Claire Dunphy, who have 3 children, Luke, Alex, and Haley. They are what is seen as your conventional nuclear family. It's a normal, let me say it like this, it's a normal family because
It's a
The
mother.
wife stays at home and looks after the 3 children. Phil goes out and works and puts the bread on the table. She makes the food. She does the cooking. She does the cleaning. And Phil is the one that makes the money, and he comes home and he has his 3 children and they're staying in the house. And the 3 children accept their parents' decisions. Does that make sense? That's your normal family, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then we have Mitchell and Cameron. They are a same-sex couple living in the same house together. I'm not sure if they're married or not, but they are together. And according to the series, they are considered a family as well. So just as Phil, Claire, Billy, Alex, and Luke, your conventional nuclear family are considered a family, so is Cameron and Mitchell, a gay couple living together. They are considered a family as well. Then, if we go one step further, we have Jay, Gloria, and Manny that live together. Gloria is divorced and she has a child, Manny, and she's now married to Jay, who is now Manny's stepfather. So it's a husband, a mother, and a son, and a stepfather in the house. And they are as well considered a family. Correct? So we see how what once was considered a normal conventional family, mother, father, children, has progressed over the years to any sort of cohabitation of people living and interacting and functioning together is also considered as a family. And like you said earlier on, families have become more diverse. So what it means to be in a family, what it means to have a normal family has definitely evolved over the past couple of decades and probably will continue to evolve as well.
Wow.
So I think in the first few lectures, that is the main sorry, hold on.
We're here.
Yeah, I'm just checking something. The main message that we're trying to relate to you is that families have changed, and we're trying to get you to realize what families were to what they are now, and that it's more of a social construction than a set reality. Does that make sense? That society constructs it to be a certain way, that a society constructs what is normal and what isn't normal, and through that we decide, okay, this can be accepted as a family, this cannot be accepted as a family. 100 years ago, a gay couple living together would not have been accepted as a family, but it is accepted that way today. So we see our society has progressed in what it views as family. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to speak to you about assignment 1. Can I speak to you about assignment 1? Have you guys had a look at your assignment yet? No. Okay, so go over the assignment with you, and if you have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. So it says here, the assignment is called What is a Family? And it says, define the concept of family by interacting with the developmental and theological perspectives on family dynamic. So we're looking at how family has, so you're defining family in terms of how families have developed, and you're defining family according to the theological perspectives on what family is. So like someone mentioned earlier on what God intended for family to be. Then it says, comment and reflect on your personal experience in your family, whether it be your family of origin or your current family, by providing a family genogram and describing the developmental stage, psychological and emotional adjustments, and family structure. The developmental stage you can find in your psychology textbooks. I think it's Erikson that speaks about that, or is it Piaget? Erikson speaks about the various developmental stages that we go through in life. So you would then relate that to which family your current family structure, which developmental stage you're in where that's concerned. So you're gonna comment and reflect on your own personal experience on a family. You're gonna provide a genogram and describe each developmental stage and the psychological adjustments as well as emotional adjustments and the family structure. Does that make sense? Are there any questions? Any questions?
No, we don't have any questions.
No.
Okay. So yeah, the assignment details is in the is in your course outline. So you can get all the details there. It's 1,500 to 2,000 words, and it's counting as 30% of your final mark. It's due the 7th of August, which is 2 weeks from now. So when you have your next tutorial, that's when your assignment will be due as well. Everything you need to know is in your course notes, as well as your textbook or your prescribed readings. They will speak to you about the family developmental stages, the psychological things, how to construct a genogram. I think this site called genepro.com. Yeah, I think it's genepro.com. You can download this application where it shows you how to construct a genogram, or you can just Google how to do it. Make sure, once again, your referencing is sorted out. Make sure your structure, your grammar, your style of writing is in order, and then you will be marked on defining your perspectives. You'll be marked on your genogram. You'll be marked on explaining and identifying the family developmental stage, as well as the discussion of psychological and emotional adjustments. You'll also be marked on explaining family structures, and then you'll be marked on 40% of your mark will be your reflection and application of the theory. So what the theorists and the theoretical perspectives of family are, how you relate that to your own personal experience. You understand that?
Yes.
So relating the theory to your own personal experience, that's going to be 40% of your mark. And then you'll also be marked on your technical and academic and presentation skills. That's your referencing, your style, your grammar, your spelling, your paper is structured and coded. That'll be also in there. So if there's no other questions, then I think we can call it a day for today's tutorial.
Yeah.
Guys, I have my email address, right?
Yes.
Any questions? Any rough drafts that you want to send me, just send it through to me. I'll look at it and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. But just make sure you follow the instructions, follow the marking guide, and you'll do well.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, bye.